Yes, Ankit, welcome to our class. This is free
Thank
coaching for AC exam 2025. First of all, we would like to know from yourself that what kind of problem you faced in the exam last year and what are your preparation for this year.
you. Sir, I prepared thoroughly for the examination, and my paper one was prepared good. I have cleared CDS 4 times, so there was no problem in with GS. But the paper was tough a bit compared to last years, and I scored around 115 or 110 in between. So, and in paper two, sir, I also wrote some essays and arguments, watched some YouTube videos, and bought a book regarding essays and arguments. So I completed paper two. But sir, I think because of the low score in paper one uh, in the examination, that's why I didn't get through. And sir, my interview was fairly good. I answered all the questions with confidence, and the balance of judgment was really good. Not really good, but according to me, it was okay. So, sir, I didn't face as such, but scoring issue was there.
Okay, okay. Since now you have appeared for the interview for the written exam also, it is now your second chance or third chance you will be appearing.
The second one.
Second chance, okay. So hopefully there will be reserve list within a month. We'll get the reserve list in a month, and probably you will, you if you are good in merit and you are lacking by 2 3 marks, you will find your name in this reserve list also. So we should not
Certain.
lose the hope currently. We should wait for one more month. Before the examination, they will clear the reserve list. Then they will conduct the CAPF AC exam on 3rd of August.
Okay,
यस
sir.
वीडियो ऑन कर लीजिए आप वीडियो ऑन कर लीजिए जो भी ज्वाइन कर रहा है so now we are left with only 45 days. We are left
Yes,
with
sir.
only 45 days. So in 45 days, we would be able to summarize only the important topics, not all the topics. Because those students who are with me for last 4 5 months, comparatively they have studied more. But since you have already appeared, that is an added advantage to you and you'll be getting more inputs from me also. Besides that, whatever the regular preparation you are making, you should keep on making. That
Yes.
effort should be continued. Yes, next, second. आप वीडियो ऑन कीजिए अपने बारे में बताइए भाई पहले सबसे पहले वीडियो ऑन कीजिए यस
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
यस ऑडिबल ऑडिबल
Yes, actually, I'm sorry. I'm in library right now, and my iPad is my tablet is connected to library's Wi-Fi. So, like, I have to keep video off and like talking from outside the library. Actually, sir, my name is Swapnil Magre, and I'm preparing for UPSC CSE. But unfortunately, I couldn't clear. I was on borderline in CSE, so I couldn't clear. I was scoring 98, and so but I just thought that I will prepare for CAPA.
okay no problem have you already appeared for this exam
Yes, sir. I appeared last year. I was scoring 100, but I did not qualify for the physical.
okay okay you have qualified the written
No, no, I did not qualify.
okay okay so
I was
this
scoring only 100,
okay
yeah.
okay ओके हु इज द थर्ड कैंडिडेट हु हैव joined वीडियो ऑन कीजिए वीडियो ऑन कीजिए भाई शर्माने की जरूरत नहीं है फर्स्ट डे तो वीडियो ऑन करो ना आप अदरवाइज हाउ वी विल कम टू नो दैट हु आर यू okay so now to cut it short we have only 45 days left with us so in 45 days we'll be touching important topics based on which essays may be there report writing may be there argumentative writing may be there. But rest of the grammar and the comprehension and précis, that you know it is always difficult to judge from where it will be. So you have to be voracious reader for this paper. That is my first advice. Read as much as you can. Then start practicing about the writing skills. And use idiomatic English. By idiomatic English, I mean to say you must use idiom, phrases in your English language so that it becomes catchy to the reader. That yes, you are far above the normal candidates and you score a good mark. So, today we have selected a good topic for you, which you must be reading in the newspaper also. So, we'll be discussing that topic. So, that topic is basically the recent issue, which is a burning issue, that is the caste census. We'll discuss in this class about the caste census, number one. Number two, we'll be discussing about the immigration issues between the Europe and the USA, United States of America. These two issues we'll be discussing. So anybody can throw light about the caste census, what is happening about the caste census, and what are its ramifications, when it will be conducted, and what is expected out of this issue in near future. Anyone? First of all, throw light. Then I'll come up with my point. Okay, it means you don't have much knowledge. My light has gone and our AC is off, but somehow due to inverter it is working just on the inverter, but the internet is there, so therefore there is issue of electricity. There may be some problem in the internet also in between, so don't mind. So caste census basically it is a decennial exercise. By decennial I means census is conducted after every 10 years. So in 2021, this census was to be conducted. But due to COVID, the government of India postponed it and did not conduct the census. Now, the political parties, especially the Congress, opposition, they are demanding that caste census should be conducted. And government of India has decided that will be conducted after the end of 2026. That is by 2027, they will be conducting the exercise of caste census. Some governments have already conducted the census, that is the Bihar, Telangana, Karnataka, they have conducted the census. Out of that census, they have found that OBC population has increased considerably. There is variation in the population of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. And the real data of economically weaker section is not available to us. Then another data which is need to be collected is about the housing. How many persons have got their own houses? How many persons have got jobs, private jobs, government job, semi-government jobs? And whether women are independent, are they financially secure or insecure? These kind of data are going to come up once we conduct the caste census. We would like to come to know more about the new communities. And the aim of this exercise is that we should reach to those who have been left behind. We should reach to those who have been left behind. So this caste census will be conducted in 2027 now, in the beginning of 2027. But it will throw up major issues. What are the major controversial issues? Number one, that whether 50% caste is whether 50% reservation of general category, that is a cap we have now, that there should be 50% reservation for the general category and 50% for the other categories, that is scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, etc. Out of 50% reservation for the general category, we have 10% for the EWS, economically weaker section. So should we take this reservation to 50%, 60%, or 70%? This issue is going to crop up, and which is going to be a real challenge for the Indian polity and for the Indian society in near future. Number one. Number two is that we have been demanding time and again that there should be 33% reservation for the women in the Indian Parliament, in the Vidhan Sabhas, in the all political bodies of the country, and they should get more representation. This issue is also going to crop up. Then third issue is that the important services, that is IAS, IPS, IRS, these services are important services. We would like to know that which category is now represented by which kind of services, whether Brahmins have more service, whether Kshatriyas have got more service, and whether other castes have got more service. So there may be ratio representation for these services also. Then in the private universities, professors, teachers, teaching staff, administrative staff, these issues are going to crop up. Next is the issue of jobs in the private sector. Now, if you have read the newspapers for last 1 month, you must have found that Tejasvi has demanded that there should be reservation for the personnel in private companies also. If we implement the reservation policy in the private company, what will happen to the investment? Who would like to invest in the industries? Whether industries will grow or not, whether there will be strikes, more strikes in the industry, whether there will be gap between performers and non-performers, whether same kind of promotion policy can be applicable to the performers and non-performers, whether the different kind of IQs, maybe of the reservation category and maybe of the non-reservation category, will fit in the scheme of things of the industries. These issues are going to crop up. So, considering all these issues, Government of India has now decided to have a caste census. So this is in a nutshell. I have spoken about the caste census. If you are already on my Telegram channel, then you can go to this article on Telegram, which is available on the caste census. There are 2 articles. Kindly read those articles and find out that what are the implications of caste census for the country. This was the first issue we have discussed. Second issue is regarding the immigration. What is happening that in USA now, once the Trump has come, he is after the illegal immigrants. There are illegal routes of coming to USA, especially from the Mexico side. Most of the persons, those who are unfit for any kind of job, they land in USA through illegal routes, and they pay hefty amounts to the agents up to the tune of 50 lakh, 60 lakh. And now the Trump government is catching them and sending them. India has also received 4 planes full of illegal immigrants back in our country, 3 in Amritsar and 1 in Gujarat, that is Ahmedabad. Similarly, many of the illegal migrants were caught and they were taken to the Colombia, a country which is in the Latin America, that is South America, and they have been shifted there. Now recently there were violence in the Los Angeles when the Immigration and Customs Department went to apprehend the illegal immigrants. So the public came on the roads and they decried the policies of Trump, and there was law and order problem, and National Guard was deployed in America over the illegal immigrant issue. In this case, the mayor of California spoke that we had not called for the National Guard, but it is the president who has sent the National Guard. So tensions are still growing, and many of the students are also bound to miss the opportunities which earlier they used to get. Because now you have seen that Trump has cut the aids from Harvard University, from the California University. So he is banning all the persons, all the students who are speaking politically on the issue of Israel conflict with the Gaza, Israel's conflict with the Palestinian. So those who are critical of the Trump policies, they are also being monitored by the Trump administration, and their visas are also being cancelled and they are being sent back. So it will be difficult to get not only education in the American universities, but it will be difficult to get the jobs in America in near future. On the other hand, Trump has announced golden visa scheme in which if you have $5 million, by $5 million, we mean to say about $50 lakh, $50 lakh, then you are most welcome in the America. You will be given citizenship. You may be asked to set up the industries. You may be asked to give employment to the Americans. 10 to 15 Americans you will have to employ, and then you can remain in the America as a citizen of the country. Similarly, it is happening in the European countries. In Europe also, if you invest money, you can become citizen. So citizenship by investment is one of the scheme in the Europe. So what is happening on the ground? That is to be understood. That every country needs wealth, whether it is America, whether it is Canada, whether it is United Kingdom, whether it is France, whether it is Germany, or for that matter, any other country. So if you have got wealth, you are most welcome in that country. If you don't have wealth, then you are unwelcome. If you have got good talent, of course, if you are good in the STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, mathematics, if you are good at STEM, probably you may get job in the foreign land. Otherwise, jobs are diminishing day by day because the artificial intelligence has come into the domain and most persons are losing their jobs. So this is happening with us. So this is about the illegal immigration. We have shared an article on the illegal immigration also in our Telegram channel. Do join that channel and read yourself about this article. Then the third issue I would like to share with you, which is important, is the Israel-Iran war, which is looming large. Why it is looming large? Because Iran is for last almost 1.5 year or 2 years, October, by 7th October, it will be 2 years. They are fighting proxy war through Hamas, Hezbollah, and Houthis. Red Sea and Suez Canal are being controlled by Houthis, and the commercial vehicles are being targeted by the Houthis, Hezbollah. Houthis, Hezbollah, and Hamas are fighting for the cause of Palestine, and their control is in the hand of Iran. Iran is building nuclear technology, nuclear power, and nuclear bombs also. So according to Netanyahu, who is the chief of the Israel, Iran is in the capacity of building almost 10 atomic bombs, and he fears that these bombs will be used on Israel. And Israelis are basically Jews. These Jews had to migrate from Germany during World War II when Hitler was the chancellor of the Germany, and Jews migrated from that country. Those Jews who survived, they were given this land, which is known as Israel today. Otherwise, most of the Jews were prosecuted at the time, killed or targeted, because at that time Jewish was a rich community, intelligent community, industrialist community in the Germany. And when the Hitler grew up, he found that Germany doesn't belong to the German. Germany is basically controlled by the Jews. So when he came in power, then he brought such kind of policies in which he started targeting the Jews. Their libraries were burnt, their houses were burnt, they were taken out of the houses, they were shot, fake encounters were conducted, and concentration camps were prepared where the Jews were kept in large number and they were killed during World War II. So many of the Jews migrated at that time, and these Jews were then shifted to the place which is presently called the Israel. So day before yesterday only, Israel has targeted the nuclear facilities of the Iran, and it has killed the military commanders also. 6 to 8 scientists have been killed. 6 to 7 military commanders have been killed. Besides that, in last 1 year, both sides have exchanged missiles and drones on each other. So Israel has the backing of America, USA, France, Germany, England. All these countries are backing Israel. Whereas Iran is supported by these three terrorist organizations, and so far no any other country has come forward out of the Islamic countries which can support the Iran. So USA president has given a statement that if he doesn't sign the nuclear truce treaty with the USA, this is what he has seen is less brutal, more brutal frontal attack is going to come and more destructions will be there. So there is high time that he comes to the table, negotiates about the denuclearization program, and gets a peaceful, lasting solution so that Iran can exist. Otherwise, this war is going to be a bloody nasty war which will burn the West Asia. By West Asia, I must say that not only Iran, Iraq also, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Jordan, Bahrain, all these countries are going to be victim of this war. Prices of the oils will inflate, will go up, and it will add to inflation in not only West Asia, but also in the South Asia. And it may add prices in the world also. So, if pragmatic solution is to be found, Iranian leadership should come to the table and find a lasting solution rather than going for a war. So this is in a nutshell. I have spoken about the Iran-Israel conflict, which is in progress and which you will be reading a lot in your newspapers also. Any questions from your side?
Sir, but what Israel is doing, it is simply protecting its interest.
Yeah.
In Gaza, and against Hamas or in Iran,
Yeah.
but the collateral damage it is making,
Collateral,
it
not
is
only
against.
collateral damage, but the Palestinian, you see, 60,000
Yes, sir.
Palestinians have been killed. Then their children have been killed. And the aid which was about to reach, that was stopped. And now once the aid reached there, then the persons who came to receive the aid, they were also targeted.
So, sir, we can't take sides in this conflict. That Israel is right at its place when it is protecting its people, but the damage done to the humans or the Palestinians.
Of course, according to the United Nations General Assembly resolution, it is basically against the humanity.
Yes, sir.
It is against the humanity, and he is basically hell bent upon
So,
removing
sir,
Palestinian from the earth.
while writing an essay or arguments on such topics, so we have to balance that defense and offensive capabilities of any country.
You have
So,
to
sir,
balance
can we take?
basically the opinion of the India.
Okay, sir.
Recently, there were almost 19 conferences of the United Nations General Assembly in which India had to vote. Yesterday also, India had to vote, but India is now shifting its policy. Earlier, we
Yeah,
were in favor of two-nation solution. That is, the Palestinian land should be there and Israeli land should be there.
Israel.
But now we are not voting. What does it signify? It signifies that we are bit in favor of Israel, that what Israel is doing is correct.
Okay.
So, as a officer, you have to keep in mind what is our foreign policy. That is more important,
Okay.
rather than being totally critical of the subject.
Yeah.
That point has to be kept in mind while writing the solutions.
Yes, sir.
Any other question?
Sir, one question was on caste census. That if you are conducting caste census, as you mentioned about the population representation of each caste, status of women, houses, jobs. But sir, will it make people more caste conscious about their
Definitely,
caste?
definitely. People will be more caste conscious because this after 75 years of independence, almost 77 years of independence, if we are, I think society is going to be regressive. Society
Yes,
will
sir.
be more regressive. But politicians are always after their own benefits. It is high
Yes, sir.
time that we should remove our caste. Your name is Ankit, that is sufficient. My name is Indra, that is sufficient. This was the time that after 77 years, we should have amalgamated. There should have been no four divisions as per the Manu's definition. That is
Yes.
Brahman, Kshatriyas, Vaishya, and Sudra. This was the high time that there should have been amalgamation. But the politicians see their own benefit and probably things will worse in future.
Yes.
Or kuch.
Sir, done.
Okay, we'll be covering all the subjects in limited time. Do join in time. That is my word of advice. Because we have
Yes,
got
sir.
only 40-minute session in the class,
Yes.
which is free Zoom facility available to us. And we don't want to miss these 40 minutes, which are very
Yes,
important.
sir.
We'll be having generally two classes or one classes, and we'll be communicating the timings in advance. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you. Jai Hind, sir.